Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Fantasy Football. In this video I'm going to talk to you about Game Week 1 results. So there's three things. I want to talk to you about my team and the points that I've received. I want to talk to you about the fixtures of what happened. Just a quick review. Talk to you about other players as well, see if they did well or not. And last but not least, I'm going to give you some options, like suggestions of players. So I'm going to go through the goalkeepers, we're going to go for defenders, midfielders and strikers. So here we go. Let's talk about my team and the points that I received. As you can see, this is my team. I got 59 points. The average was 44. So I did better than the average, but I really wanted to hit that 70 mark at least. Maybe like 10 more points, I would have been happy. So yeah, let's just go through my team very quickly. I got Foster in goal, gave me 10 lovely points with our 3 bonus points. Oh yes. I had De Gea, but I'm so glad that I actually put Foster right in the last minute, because West Brom is just a defense machine. They just defend. Morgan, oh man, what a shock result. They lost against Hull. Valencia, you know what, he had a chance to cross to be able to give an assist, but oh man, it's so close. And you know what, I'm still going to keep him. I'm going to keep him in my team. And plus, Bournemouth scored like a really good goal. That's why he would have got a clean sheet. Stones as well could have got a clean sheet as well. I think he would have got like a 3 points if he actually got the clean sheet. They scored, like Defoe scored. Oh man, I was so disappointed. I just wanted one defender at least to get a clean sheet. But it's fine, that's football. Now Hazard was one of those players where it was difficult to judge, because last season he did nothing. Literally he did nothing compared to the year before. But I thought, you know what, I'm going to bring him because he done well in the Euros in the last 5 games. So now that I find out that he's on penalties, is even more better. I thought Oscar would have been doing the penalties because I did see in the preseason Oscar was on it. But I'm so glad that Hazard's actually on penalties. That's why Hazard's in my team. I think he's still going to stay in my team until he's out of the penalties. Eriksen was disappointing. I think I'm thinking to put Lamella. That'll give me more options to spend. Zaha was like a risk really. It was one of those players where no one was really got, and he's got 2 home games. So, you know, he had a chance to score, but oh man, so disappointed. Firmino, I cannot believe Firmino did not get an assist or goal or anything, even a foul or anything. Just anything I would have been happy with that 4-3 crazy game. So I was very, very disappointed with that. Ibra, what can you say about Ibra? He doesn't even need to do anything. He just has to score or do an assist. He will get a free bonus points, because the way he is, you know, your eyes are always on him because he's just a beast of a player. Long, I took a risk with Long. I could have put Gray in the Negredo or even Defoe, but I went with Long because he had 2 home games. And you know, he still didn't do well for me. I think he got substituted in the last 10 minutes. But Aguero, he saved me. He saved me. I think he saved a lot of people. When your captain scores the first 5 minutes, it makes you feel like, oh my god, it feels so good. So when he done that, it made me relaxed. My substitutes didn't do well. The only person who done well is Ahmad from Swansea. Looks like, you know, Swansea's got a very, very cheap defenders, so I'll definitely bring them in your team. Alright, so that was it. 59 points, not bad. I think I'm like rank 300 or something, 300,000 out of 3 million or something, so it's not too bad. But it's still early days, it's not a problem at all. Alright, so next up, let's look at the fixtures. Alright, here we go. Hull versus Leicester. So what I want to do right now is talk about the team. Just a quick talk really, with the players as well. See who's doing good, who might do good in the future, and who you might want to bring into your team. Things like that. Just a quick review, quick chat. Alright, so here we go. Hull versus Leicester. Who thought Hull would have beat Leicester? I don't think anyone did. I thought that Leicester was going to go there and score like 5 or 6 goals. Myers is going to score, Vardy is going to score like hat-tricks or 2 goals each and then get a clean sheet. But no, they actually surprised us. Hull City was like, you know what? I don't care. We're gonna work as a team, and it worked for their caretaker. So it was very good. Actually, very good game as well. So standout players from Leicester City, Mahrez, of course. He's on penalties. That's a good thing for a midfielder. It looks like Mahrez is going to take all the penalties for the first half of the season, and then change it to Vardy. That's what happened last season. Gray, would I bring him into your team? Not really, because he's getting lots of substituted. I think Mahrez. Vardy, would you keep Vardy? I think you will still keep Vardy because he had a lot of chances to score, but he missed them. That is the problem. So I'll definitely will think of Mahrez and Vardy. As for Hull, you know what? Shawcross and Domandi, I don't know. Not yet. You have to see how they work. You have to see how they play. It's a long season. There's better players there's better players that you can bring in. But I think Hull's goalkeeper with 4.0 and price tag is a very good option to actually bring into your team, to your substitutes at least, to free up that money. Cool, next up we have got Burnley versus Swansea. Swansea winning 1-0 away. Now I thought Burnley would have scored because of Gray and Swansea losing Williams. And you know what, he didn't really do that much. It's a shame. I thought he would have done well. He would have been in my team as well if I didn't put Long. Fair scored with Lorety assisting. I think Lorety was going to go for the goal. I think he went for the goal, sorry. And the goalkeeper saved and Fair just tapped in. Would I have been fair to my team? Not really. Lorety, maybe. I think if it's 6.5, I'll definitely bring him. But the players that I would look for here is Swansea defenders. Swansea defenders, they're so cheap. Go ahead and get a Swansea defender. One of them is 4.0. Kingsley is 4.1 now, but I think he got a raise. So definitely look into that. Fabianski is a very good shout as well. Very good goalkeeper. Heaton from Burnley. Look at that, 7 saves. Very good option as well. So I'll definitely go for them too. Next up, we have got Crystal Palace versus West Brom. Now, what a game. It's unpredictable. I thought, you know what, this might be a 0-0 game or a game where Crystal Palace is going to score 3 or 4 goals. But nope. I mean, West Brom came along, defended, and that's what they do, and they got a 1-0 win. Rondon with the goal. Wow, what a beast of a Rondon, man. I think he's going to do really well. McLean with an assist with free kicks. He's taking free kicks. I think he's taking corners as well. I'm not too sure about that. I haven't watched the game, like 90 minutes of it. Foster is the standout player. Got you 10 points. Crystal Palace, Zaha had a chance to score, but he's one of those players where he cannot finish, man. He cannot finish. Who would I bring in my team? Who's looking good? So Rondon's a good shout. McLean is okay if you don't have any midfields in mind. Definitely West Brom defenders. If you don't have Foster, at least get any kind of West Brom defender. Even any one of the players, obviously, like Evan or something like that. Evans. I mean, I was thinking of Evans. I think he might be going Arsenal, but he's still a good shout as well. So yeah, from Crystal Palace, Zaha, that's it for now from Zaha. I mean, if Crystal Palace gets Benteke, then of course Benteke will be a great shout. Alright, next up we got Everton versus Spurs. Now this was like a 50-50 game where Everton was winning and playing really well in the first half, and then Spurs came along and was doing really good in the second half. Now Barkley scored for Everton. He done a free kick. He just went through everyone and went in the goal. Would I bring Barkley in my team? Maybe, but I don't think I would. I'll just still wait a little bit. I think he's too inconsistent, and plus that goal was kind of a fluke anyway. Assisted by Morales. I don't know about Morales. I don't know if he's going to be playing every single game. The goalkeeper's looking good for Everton. For Spurs, Lamela, man, I think he's going to do really well. Definitely thinking to bring him to my team just to downgrade Eriksen and get more money to spend elsewhere. Walker, he looks like a beast of a player is a defender, and he assisted. He's got a very good chance to do very good later on. Lloris got injured, so I'll definitely think of to bring Barkley, Lamela or Walker from these two. Next up, we have got Middlesbrough versus Stoke. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Middlesbrough came out from nowhere and actually played the game. They done really well. Negredo scoring really early on. What a guy. He just came along. Oh, you know what? I was here before. Look at me now. I'm still here scoring goals. So, Ramirez giving assist. Negredo, I think he had a lovely header or something. Shaqiri with Stoke's goal with a lovely free kick. So, 50-50 with these two. Who would I go for? Shaqiri is on free kicks. I think Arnautovic is on free kicks as well, but I think Shaqiri, just because he scored a free kick goal, he's going to be taking more. Definitely look at Shaqiri. Negredo is a great shout. I think they've got a good lineup as well. They're coming along. Definitely look towards him. And I think maybe a Middlesbrough defender, but I'm not too sure right now. So Negredo and Shaqiri is the one that I'm looking out for. Next game, it was Southampton versus Watford. Now, Watford came along and actually shocked them. Capu scoring, I think it was a drop down from Dini. It's one of those situations where a cross comes in, someone hits it, and then the ball's all over the place. And Capu came along. Capu actually was on a couple of teams, selection because of being very cheap. I think it's 4.5. I think it's still 4.5. A good shout just to bring him in instead of like Thatcher. So Dini is a very good player. He's a player where he's going to be consistently giving you points with assisting. Gomez, I think he had a little bit of an injury there. I'm not too sure if it's 100%, but he's a very good shout. As you can see, 6 saves. It's crazy. Southampton came along in the second half, played really well. Tadic, even though Tadic is not in this list, Tadic, I looked at him, he's got skills, man. He's got skills to actually do something and creativity. So I'm thinking about Tadic. Redmond, he actually done really well as well. He got the ball and ran. And you know what? He tried, and finally got his goal. And you know what? I'm happy for him. He was on my team as well, but I took him out. So in this lineup here, in this teams, I would look out for Capu because it's cheap. Dini and Gerlo, not right now. I think he's too selfish, man. I think I'll just go for Dini just because I like him. Redmond and Tadic, definitely Tadic as well. So next up, we have got Manchester City versus Sunderland. Now, I thought Man City was going to score 5 or 6 goals against Sunderland, but no, I was wrong. I mean, even though Man City played really well with some strange system that was amazing, I actually enjoyed it. Aguero scoring like in 5 minutes, penalty. Raheem Sterling. You know what, guys? I've been watching Raheem Sterling lately. Not in that way, but he's doing really well. He's doing actually really, really well. Getting that penalty. Aguero scoring. Defoe coming back in the second half and scoring with Rodwell's assist. Defoe's a very he's so dangerous. It's ridiculous. He knows where to position himself. He's very good. Color of yellow cards. We don't really need to talk about the saves. What can we talk about this? Man City is they're going to do well. They're always going to do well with the new manager. Sunderland, you know what? They actually did well. I actually do enjoy watching Sunderland in a weird way. Because they don't have that team and they have to do whatever they can to get some points. Who would I bring in this team? Who are from these people? Defoe looks brilliant choice. Brilliant choice, guys. Brilliant. Rodwell, not yet. I wouldn't recommend him, to be honest with you. Not yet. He hasn't done. He's not proven. Aguero, of course, it's essential to bring Aguero all the time into every single team that you can get. Sterling, I reckon you should go for him. I think he's going to be a good shout. He's doing really well. I think I don't know if he scored, but I think he got a couple of assists, in the last like a Champions League game or something like that. He's looking good. He's looking good, man. Definitely look out for them 3. Here we go, Bournemouth versus Manchester United. Now, Bournemouth actually played really well in the first half, but they did a mistake, and oh man, mistake, and then Mata's all over the place, all over it. He had that chance, and he just tapped into the goal. Basically the mistake was the guy. I forgot the guy's name. Who was it? No, it wasn't Smith. It was a defender. Francis, I can't remember who was it. It was like a captain guy. Anyways, he done a bad pass back. Mata went in there, got the ball, and then basically it just ricocheted. The goalkeeper saved it. He went back to the guy who done the back pass, and then went in front of Mata's face, and he just kicked it into the goal. Rooney scored a fluke of a goal where Martial actually shot, but he completely missed it. And then Rooney was like, "Oh, okay, I'll just headed this ball into the goal." So right now, I would have looked into Rooney right now. And what can you say about Ibra? Came out from nowhere, got the ball, and shot from outside the box. Oh my God, pinpoint. I think the goalkeeper could have done well, but he's such a beast, man. Such a beast. It looks like he's taking free kicks as well, which is always awesome. So Smith for Bournemouth, very good goal, very good work. They build it up, and then he cut in, and it just shot. I think he shot with his left foot, and it went right in the top corner. They had no chance. I was very disappointed because I had Valencia. So in this team, anyone from Bournemouth, maybe Smith. Who's the other guy? Maybe. I wouldn't pick anyone from Bournemouth right now. I just need to wait a little. You need to wait a little bit to see what they can do. Man United, wow. A Man United defender would be great. The goalkeeper would be good. Martial got 2 assists. Well, he fluked one of them. And the other one, he's just basically just passed to Ibra, like, oh, you can have the ball. So he didn't really do that much. I mean, he did some runs, but I don't know. Because Ibra's there now, he's not really the main striker. Mata, shall I bring Mata? Do you want to bring Mata? I don't think he's cheap, but I think there's going to be a lot of rotations for Mata. So I'll definitely look for Ibra, Martial, and maybe Rooney, and a lot of defenders from Man United, and even the goalkeeper. Alright, here we go. This is where probably everyone's got their points. 4-3 to Liverpool. What a game. I never expected this to be like this game. It was so enjoyable, and I loved it. So let's talk about the start. Walcott gets a penalty from Moreno. Oh my God, Moreno, man, what is this guy? This guy doesn't understand, does he? He doesn't see what's going on. He's so like deluded. So Walcott takes a penalty, misses. Mignolet saves. That's why he gets that point, bonus point. And then Walcott gets another chance, the same area basically where he was fouled. Shots, scores. And you know what? It's like, oh yes, Arsenal's going to win this now. And Coutinho gets fouled. And wow. Coutinho shoots. Like, he does this free kick. And oh my God, he goes right to the top corner. What a goal. And, when I saw that, I was like, this guy's going to take a lot of free kicks. He's like a match winning. Oh, that was so good. They literally deserve to win that because of that goal. Lallana chipping in with the goals. And then Coutinho coming and scoring. Oh, what a move and then Klein crosses in, and then Coutinho scores when it's like, there's so many passes in that game. There's so many passes in that goal actually. And then Mane, wow, he runs all the way to the corner of the corner basically, and then he comes in, cuts through, and he just kicks it with his left foot, and he goes right into the top corner. It's like a curler right into the top corner where the goalkeeper had no chance to actually save it. What a beast of a player. What a beast of a player. Cazorla actually got 2 assists. Wow, I never thought that was actually going to happen. I don't know. Like, I'm looking at it now. Who would I bring in your team? There's a lot of players. Arsenal's back 4 is still terrible. I don't think you should bring anyone from Arsenal's back 4. Walcott is a okay shout, I guess. Cazorla, maybe if he starts regularly. Sanchez, not really up there right now. Ozil hasn't played yet, so I wouldn't bring any Arsenal players that much, but I'll definitely bring people from Liverpool. Coutinho, I don't know if he's injured. I think he had a little sprain or whatever, like a cramp. Mane, I think they just found that he's injured, so I'm not too sure about him right now. But Firmino, definitely look into Firmino. If he's got a strike forces like that, Firmino's gonna definitely score some goals. Klein, Lallana is a very good option, so I'll definitely look into Klein, Coutinho, Firmino, and even Mane. But not Moreno. He's shit. And last but not least is Chelsea versus West Ham. This was actually a very good game to watch. Hazard getting the penalty, scoring for Chelsea, and Collins. It was just like a bundle into the penalty spot. And then Colin finds himself with the ball, hits it, scores. His lovely celebration. So what actually stand out? Costa did really well, although he's some crazy guy. He's ridiculous. He's going to get yellow cards all over the place. It's like, why would you want to do this to yourself? The guy, no defender's actually hitting him or punching him or something. He just gets angry all the time. He's just going to get yellow cards a lot. So, Costa got the ball and he strikes from distance and he scored a lovely goal. I actually thought that they actually deserved that. They actually really played really well. And who we're looking at here? Costa's a good shout. I think Hazard's a very, very good shout. Who else? Aspilicueta, very good for going forward. Ivanovic was going forward as well. It was crazy. The fact that the fullbacks was all over the place. William is a good shout as well. I know he didn't perform, but he takes free kicks. He takes corners as well. For West Ham, Payet is coming back. You got Andy Carroll. For now, I'm just looking at West Ham players. They're not really exciting me that much, but Chelsea players definitely. So I'll definitely go for like some person like Hazard or Aspilicueta, and maybe even William if you need someone cheaper. And that's it for the fixtures. Let's go. Oh, that was a lot of talk. Let's go for the players that I'm looking out for. And players that I'm interested in, players that might be, it might help you guys, it might help me, it might help someone else, it might give people suggestions. I want to try and end this video very quickly. I know it's a little bit long, but it's like a review, so we can all have a chat and sit and relax about these things. So goalkeepers from Hull City, this is going to be very difficult for me to pronounce, is Jakub Povich. That's why I'm going to do it. Very good, 4.0. Cheap, very cheap goalkeeper. The only reason why I'm picking him is because you can fit him into your substitutes, and if you need him, he plays. That's why he's there. Not because he's very good or he's going to get you clean sheets. It's the fact that you can bring him into your team so you can get more money out of it. Foster, a player which guaranteed starter for you as a goalkeeper. Definitely for me as well, it's going to be a guaranteed starter. That's why he's there. He's done really well, and West Brom's got a couple of games in the coming weeks that is actually really good for them. And so yeah, that's the goalkeepers. It's not really exciting to see, but just a few suggestions really. This is all suggestions for you guys to think about, to see who you can bring, who you can. I mean, of course none of these are gonna give you all the points. Football, anything can happen, but just to give you some kind of ideas and different options. For defenders, I went for a few high ones, a few low ones, and mid. We've got Stones from Manchester City. Why is he there? Is he going to score goals for you? Not really, but it's 5.0. That's why. Just to get into that back four of Manchester City, I'm pretty sure that they're going to get a lot of clean sheets. Kingsley, the only reason why he's here is not because he's got high points. It's the fact that Swansea has got a lot of these cheap defenders that actually plays. I think they're still going to continue playing. I mean, if you won your game, and a clean sheet, you're definitely going to play the next game. So definitely look into them, guys. I'm not saying pick this guy. I'm saying pick any, have a look into the Swansea defenders to bring in your team just to get that rotation. Because a lot of players will look at cheap players that actually plays as well. Walker and Klein and Aspilicueta. These are all good options, all beast of players, all players that is going to keep on running on that flank, and have a chance to actually get an assist. Walker, Klein, and Aspilicueta, you can't go wrong with any of them, to be honest with you. Even no matter what the fixture is, I think they're going to do well for you. So I'm definitely thinking of to bring one of them players into my team just to strengthen my defense up. So as for the midfield, now this is where it goes all lovely and juicy. Coutinho, if it's actually fit, very good player. You saw the free kick, you saw how he played against Arsenal. I mean, if he can do that against Arsenal, then he can do it for everyone. He needs to be more consistent, but he was one of those players where he was like the top guy. So I'll definitely look into him. Hazard, he's been taking penalties. Very good option for Chelsea right now. He's playing really well. I'm definitely thinking, definitely thinking to keep him in my team. Lamella, if you want someone to be downgraded from Eriksen or Ali, then Lamella is a good shout, guys. I mean, I'm not showing you guys like the best of the best or whoever's got the highest points. I'm showing you guys an option for the future, or an option just to bring that week or the next week. It's a good shout for having a 7 million midfielder in your team. Mahrez is taking, well, I hope he carries on taking penalties, because that's going to be awesome for Mahrez. The problem is he's 9.5 and he plays for Leicester. Now that Kante is not in for Leicester, it's going to be very difficult for Leicester to win this time, like win all the games. So I don't know about him yet. I'm not going to bring him yet, but if he's in your team, then you're good to go. Shaqiri is one of those players where 6.5 is a player that he can actually change games. Do you want to bring him into your team? Well, it's taking a risk. He's a risk taker. If you want to take a risk, then go for him, because I don't think a lot of players actually have him. He took a very good free kick, and he's on my radar. He's on my radar if I actually want someone like that cheap into my team. So as for strikers, I didn't go for someone like Aguero, Costa, Ibra. Basically, I'm showing you players which, he's got a decent run of games and actually got a chance to get more points than the other big boys. If you have, I'm pretty sure that you have Aguero or Ibra, and if you want to squeeze one more striker, then these options are very good. You got Rondon, very good player, very beast of a player, very good at headers. Plays with West Brom. I think he's going to be the main guy instead of Bellerino. You got Defoe. He knows where the goal is. He definitely knows where the goal is. Definitely look into him. And we got Negredo. Came out from nowhere. I think he could be a shock. He could be the only main guy for Borough. So that's it. Oh man, woo! That was a long video. I'm gonna try my best next time to make it as short so you guys can go through it quickly, and then boom, you know what you're doing. So that was it, guys. Showed you the team. Showed you the players that you can bring in, and talked about some of the fixtures. And let me see if I actually got my lineup for next week. And here we go. Foster, Amat at home against Hull City, Valencia home against Southampton, Stones away, Stoke, Morgan away at home as Arsenal. 50-50 with my defenders. I put 4 defenders. I put Zaha into my bench. I don't think he's going to do anything against Tottenham. I think Tottenham, because they drew, I think they're going to just go crazy and just score against Crystal Palace. I've got Hazard. I've got Eriksen playing. I've got Firmino against Burnley. I've got Ibra at home. He's my captain. It's a bit risk taking because I would have put Aguero, but because Aguero is playing Champions League in the midweek, I don't know, he might be tired or something. And playing at Stoke, you don't know what's going to happen. Stoke could win like 4 or 5 goals, then nil or something. You never know. Negredo is the player that I'll put in my team because he's got a few good fixtures coming up, and he looks like the main guy for Middlesbrough. So that's why I put him instead of Long, and of course Aguero. So that's my lineup. Let me know in the comments below what your lineup is for this week. Let me know what kind of players that you're looking out for. Let me know what I should change. Of course, there's a few things I'm going to change here. My stuff's just not good at all, but I'm going to use the wild card soon. So when I do, I'm going to definitely put everyone together and put all the good people and the bad people, and I'm going to see everything and how it's all going to be planned out. That's it for me, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, come give this video a like, come subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next week. See ya.